Alright, tubers, what I did was I put a wedge under the back side of the spring so that it would cause the axle to change its position slightly. And what that did is it changed the caster so that the caster's a little bit more toward the back side of the tire, which means it steers straighter. And this car has always had a little bit of a tendency to want to kind of almost, but not quite, dart to one side or the other. And it's never been a really serious issue, but it's enough to keep me awake at night. So I put those under there and they seem to work good. I'm going to take it back home, put a spot weld under the back where the spring meets that little spacer that I put on there, just to make sure it doesn't squeeze out of there. I put a couple little clamps on it, but I think a little spot weld would be a good idea too. But as far as the driving goes, it's great. This is what I've been shooting for all this time that I've been working on that steering and that front end. I think I finally got it just right. This is good. It's real good. All right. What I wanted. All righty then. That makes me happy. So, I'm going to cut the battery off so that the electricity ain't in the system, because I'm going to be welding on that spring, which probably wouldn't matter, but just to make sure. Let's see, we got everything we need here, I think so. Thanks for riding with me. Oh, I'll tell you what, I could get out with you and we could look at what I did, because some of that last part got pretty sketchy. So what I did, and I was talking to y'all about this the other day, was I took these little wedges here, like this right here, and I put this under the back of the spring, which my theory was it would make this axle shift slightly to the rear, which would put the place where the tire, I guess you could say where the rubber meets the road, a little farther back in the nature of the car, and that'll tend to make your steering, a lot of people talk about it returning to center, like if you turn the wheel and you let go of the wheel and it automatically goes back to center. Well, that's usually happens if this is set up right. I think what I'm going to do is get my welder and come up underneath here and put a little spot weld up under here, because I got this little clamp on here. This part is only up in there about an inch, and then there's a center bolt that goes through the spring and down into the axle. I need that center bolt to be in place. So the center bolt is still in place, but the axle is tilted by that much. So I put this on here just in case it came loose. I didn't want that to fall off, but what I'm going to do is get under here with my welder and come under this and put a little weld on the axle and up under the edge of this piece here, just to sort of stick it into place. That way, I was thinking that the axle it's pinched in there. If you think about it, it's a wedge. So the spring is going to pinch that wedge, and it could tend to want to work that thing out and back. And then if that comes out, then my front axle is going to be loose, and that's not going to be fun or safe. So that's what we're doing. Same thing on the other side. So I'll pick up all my tools, and then I'll get under there with the welder, and we'll do that little zzz thing on each side. And then we'll be good with that. I might not need this clamp on here after I weld it, but I could just leave it on there and just spray paint that whole section black. It wouldn't make it nearly as visible, and it wouldn't hurt anything being on there. So we used to do stuff like this when we would jack up a car back in the old days when we had leaf springs. sometimes you'd want to put a clamp on the farthest out springs, otherwise they would tend to flay out and not do you any good. More to come.